Hello, everyone. Welcome to our. Stop with the smiling because you look great.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to our YouTube channel. This is our first vlog. We're like more of an introduction to From Half to Whole. My name is Robin,
And I'm Wayne.
and we have been married for about a year and a half. It'll be 2 years in September of 26. So we're excited to share our lives with you and a little bit of history of us based on the name of our YouTube channel is that we met back in 88, into 87,
87. Yeah.
87, 88. He was in the Navy in Long Beach, and I was in the
88.
Army, but I was in the reserves. And I met, he remembers how we met. I don't remember how we met, but
I don't remember.
you told God. You told me when me and Casey went to the ship, she went looking for somebody in particular, and you saw us. You and your friend was up there, and you were yelling down, and you're like, "Are you going to the club?" And then we got to the club.
Yeah.
He sought me out at the club, so we was kind of
I was on a mission.
yeah. And so then I was already in the reserves, but I was actually going active. So I left. I think it was March of 1988. I went active duty. So we kind of lost touch after that. And then 2009 is kind of when everybody started discovering Facebook. And I was looking him up, but I couldn't remember how to spell his name. And I kept messing with it and messing with it. I'm surprised I remembered his last name. But I did find him, but found out he had been married for a while and he had a few kids. So that was like, and then I wasn't even sure that was him because he looked so different. He had no hair. But
Yep.
when I started looking through his pictures, I saw an old Navy. Oh yeah, that's Wayne. And so I messaged him. So what you thought when I messaged you?
uh, I was shocked. First of all, I didn't think you remembered me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was present. I was pleasantly surprised, and I was excited. I was, you're the one that got away. I was looking for you, and I couldn't find you when I came back from deployment. I had an old address, and I couldn't find the letter and all that, so I was going on a lot on memory. So, but I didn't have enough information to track you down or
Yeah,
anything.
not like you have now, where you can find
Yeah,
anybody on social media. But
true.
back then, it was like pavement on the feet, and who knew who.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then in 2020, I want to say end of September, the beginning of November, he had DM'd me on Facebook telling me that he was going to be the town that I live in, and if we can see each other. And I ignored him for a few days because I was like, sometimes you get too old and you just like, I don't want to deal. I don't want to deal. And so I did message him. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I just saw your DM." And we started, going back and forth. I wouldn't give him my phone number. So we just kept going back and forth on DM, and then finally I gave him the number, and then we started talking. But of course, this was like right during pandemic, and so it was kind of harder. And bless his soul, he would come to the house. His job was like an hour and a half away from where I live,
Yes.
and he would come after work, and we would just sit on the couch and watch TV. There was nothing for us to do,
Right.
but actually, we got to know each other because of that. We had
Hmm.
nothing. We couldn't go out or nothing, so we just had
Conversation.
conversations and
Yeah.
watching TV. So I think
Catching up. Yeah.
yes, I think that kind of worked for us. And then we just went from there. And
Yeah.
then I think we started doing trips when he
Yeah.
was off on Saturdays.
Hmm.
We went to a few places. Me and him are really big on going out.
Yeah.
Not
Traveling.
not 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 the clubs, but
No.
just kind of going out and doing fun things. And so that's kind of where our interests lie. Um, we enjoy each other's company. That was the main part. That's my best friend, my boo. So we
My
do
baby girl.
we do a lot. We do a lot together.
Yeah,
We
we
do.
like planning short little outings on the weekends, like Santa Barbara, San Diego, stuff like that. Just little places we can maybe
Spend the
spend a
day
day
or spend the
or
night.
spend one night.
Yeah.
So they're a little spontaneous and it's fun. Getting around and just getting outdoors, just being out there
Enjoying life.
and yeah, enjoying life
Yeah. So, and plus we're empty nesters. So,
helps.
yeah. So we've been together almost 6 years. We have combined together, we have 4 children. My
Mhm.
oldest is a boy. He is 37. And then we both have two 34-year-olds. And then the youngest is a boy who's 32. So we have 3 boys and 1 girl total together. Out of the 4 kids, only 3 have met each other. We have one that haven't met anybody. He's in the Air Force, so he doesn't live near us. So hopefully one day we can get all the kids together. Kids, we can get all the kids together. I think they kind of think they know each other maybe already. They are on Facebook
Mhm.
together, so they kind of know of each other. And then when we decided to get married, see, he moved in December 21, so we waited a year. He moved in because I didn't want to move somebody and then have to move him out. so, and then it was me and my daughter at the time who was in her late 20s, and then she moved out. I think she thought the house was a little crowded, so she kind of moved out. And then it was just him and I and um, my fur babies. So currently we have 6 cats. We have 2 dogs, but when he moved in, I don't remember how many cats we had, but we had one, two,
Minus three.
three. Okay. And then I think we had Ben and Bailey,
Mhm.
and we had, those are only 2 dogs we had, right? And then Pup
Mhm.
came,
And then pup,
Pup came. And then,
Popeye.
Puppy. And
We call
then
him pup.
after old age, because my 2, Ben and Bailey, they were Leonbergers. They died when they were 14. They were siblings and they died 6 months apart. And then Puppy was 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I I wanted to know, I always had animals. And so we found Teddy. You'll see Teddy. He was a rescue. And then for some reason I wanted to get another dog, and that's how we came up with Frankie. Frankie's a
Rambunctious.
yeah. I guess if you look at him, you think he's pity, but I'm thinking he's Staffordshire Terry. How do you say it?
Terrier.
Terrier?
Mhm.
Terrier. Yeah, he's a handful. Um, what's good though, they get along with the cats without any issues. But a fun fact, I love cats. He's allergic to cats. So how he can stay in the house, I have no
I
idea.
know this is a first. I don't know what happened, but usually when I'm around cats, I'm just sneezing up a storm and can't breathe, but don't seem to have a problem.
And I really think it's about the way you have your house when you have animals.
Yeah.
We don't have carpet. We do have rugs.
Mhm.
I have washable rugs. I wash them at least once a month. I try to anyway. You have to keep the cat box clean. You have to keep vacuuming. So I think that kind of helps there.
Yes.
I just don't like the smell of a house. So I'm always smelling. Do you smell animals? Because I hate that. So that's where we had on that one. Um, Now, how we got engaged was I kind of I didn't ask him, but I hinted around to it because he was looking for a truck, and this truck was very expensive. It was a very expensive monthly payment because he needed another vehicle. And we were driving home. He was in his vehicle and I was on mine, and we were on the way home, and we were talking about how expensive this truck was. And I think the payment was like $1,200. It was something like that.
Mhm.
And I was like, dang, you still gotta, are you gonna, I was hoping you buy, I didn't say that. I can't remember what I said, but it had something to do with, I'm hoping you gonna marry me. I spend that much money on a truck. And he was like, I didn't think you wanted to marry me. So that's kind of how that happened. And then we sat on it for a few months, and then we really had to buckle down and decide what we're going to do. And we started looking for venues, and it was just not a venue. We weren't looking to spend a lot of money. We went to one venue which was just you walk in, get married, and walk out. It was not ideal. So we found another one. We went to go visit. It was beautiful. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll put it here to let you guys know. It was beautiful. It cost us $2,000. That including a tray of food and a wedding cake, which was really just the cupcakes and then the main top for us. And it was beautifully decorated. You can have people Skype in or whatever you want to see it, because we have a lot of family that lives out of state. So those families can watch us get married online, which was nice. And we had about 20 people there. Wayne's youngest son lives here, and then my son couldn't make no my son made it, but I wanted his kids to come, but they couldn't do all that. So he came, and then my daughter came. So my daughter was my matron of honor. I didn't have any bridesmaid. My son walked me down the aisle, and then Andrew
was my best man. My youngest son.
Yeah, so we kind of made that a family affair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice. And then a week later, we got married on a Saturday, September 7th to be exact. And then a week later, which I think was the 14th, we went on a honeymoon. And we decided not to have a big wedding because it was more important for us to enjoy ourselves and go on a nice honeymoon.
Correct.
So I think it was January of 24, we went to AAA to get an idea of what we wanted to do. I think we knew we wanted to go on a cruise.
Yes.
But we wasn't too sure. And we kept hearing about the Alaskan cruise. And I was kind of worried about going on an Alaskan cruise because it sounds like you'll be stuck in this cruise ship. You can't go outside. There's no water rides outside.
Ice everywhere.
Yeah, you can't even play in the pool. But we went on Princess Cruise. And it was
The
really,
Love Boat.
it was really nice. We were really,
Yeah.
I was so surprised. And AAA took care of everything. They got us, we just had to get to the airport. And they flew us, we did everything a day before. So we flew into Seattle, stayed the night. They had transportation for us to the hotel. And then the next morning, they picked up our luggage. The shuttle took us to the port. And then on the way home, a lot of people was trying to rush to get to the airport. We did the same thing. They took us back to the hotel. We stayed the night. We decompressed, enjoyed our time, and then the next morning, then we flew home. And I think that was really the best. It was no
rush.
It was no hurry or nothing.
Relax, no stress.
No,
everything was taken care of. Transportation is like the biggest, issue from the airport to the port and Port to Sail and then back. So that was really nice. We didn't have to worry about rushing or nothing. They were there for us. They waited for us. It was
you couldn't ask for anything better. And then
it was real nice.
And then we got to Seattle so early that we were able to go and explore that day.
Yeah.
So we walked around, and I thought that was good.
That was nice. That was my first time actually in Seattle.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a good experience. And because of that experience, we decided we're going to go probably on a cruise once a year or something once a year. So
split it up a little bit, like every other year. And what was the other thing? We wanted to go to the resort. We wanted to head back to Mexico to do that.
Xcaret. That was nice. We went during the pandemic. So we went November of 21. So the crowds were low, really wasn't that crowded. And we got a really good deal, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did 6 days, 5 nights, and we could have gone 2 weeks and still haven't done everything. And
a lot of activities.
Yeah, because Xcaret, they own their own parks. So they have like, I think
10.
7 or 8 adventure parks.
I thought it was 10.
Is it 10? I don't even remember.
I think it was 10.
And each one is probably a full day. And they take you there. and it's like our, I don't know, water parks. So it's mostly water stuff to do, and everything's included. Your food is included because you stay
Mhm.
at the hotel, but there's other people that are there too that live in the community, whatever. But their food is not free. All we had to do was show our band and give them our room number, and then our food was free. But we really enjoyed ourselves on that one. So that's something that we do want to do again.
Yeah. Everything is taken care of, alcohol included.
And we don't drink, but we drank.
We drank that day.
We sure did.
That actually not that day, that
That
week.
oh, that night I had 3 drinks that night.
It was good. It was very romantic.
The
It
best
was
view out of our room.
the views, the beaches, everything. It was just beautiful, beautiful place. And yeah, I definitely have to go back and do that again. You know, and there's other parks. There's a lot of activities to do. So when you go, make sure take 6 months and get shape
We
because
did a
there's
lot
a
of
lot.
walking.
There's a lot of walking, but it's exciting. There's a lot of great views. There's a lot of different animals, lizards, running wild and stuff. There's no danger or anything like that. But there's also a zoo that's in there. Which I was surprised. They have panthers, jaguars. It was nice, and the aquatic animals, also,
Hmm.
swimming around. That was really cool. So, but the park is huge, and there's a lot of restaurants, so there's plenty of places to eat, and there's a lot of activities, a lot of exciting things to do there.
Yeah,
So it's very relaxing. Also, you don't
yeah,
feel like you have to be in a rush to be in one place or another. You could take your time and just explore the whole park. We had a really good time there.
yeah. And if you like water and adventure, they had zip lining. They
Hmm.
had a lot of water activities where you um, go down this. One was a huge. I don't remember what park it was, but it was like a good 10 stories high. I think it looked like a lighthouse. I couldn't get on that one, but there was one that we went on, and it says right there, you have to be a good swimmer.
Yeah.
And they asked me, "Can you swim?" Uh-huh. Yeah, I can swim. But I was,
I can swim, so
yeah, he had to come and get me once I hit the bottom because I couldn't get up.
yeah.
Yeah, so,
They also had the four-wheeler
oh yeah, I forgot
little
about that. That was,
jeeps,
yeah,
where you explore the little caverns and caves they have set up in there,
I forgot about that one.
and that was really
And
nice.
we went at night, so that was
Yeah, that was
really,
really cool. So highly recommend it. That's X correct.
that's correct. Yeah, that was really nice. Um, let's see. So this September for our second year anniversary. No, this is our second year anniversary.
Mhm.
What did we do our first one?
Alaska.
No, that was 24. We just passed 25. What did we do for 25?
We did a break.
Oh.
We
Okay. I think at that time
took a break.
okay, I think we decided we were going to do it. So this September we're going to go on Royal Caribbean, the
Mhm.
Navigator, and we're going to do Mexico. So it's going to be a Royal Caribbean cruise. Um, so we're excited about that.
Yeah,
This
Mexican
time it's
Riviera.
yeah,
Yeah.
this time it's 7 days. And we still
Mhm.
got our balcony because you have to have a balcony. So that's going to be very exciting there.
Yes.
So.
So we're excited about that.
Yes. So um so that's a little bit about us. I hope you enjoy our vlogs that we put out. We're only going to put out one vlog a week until we get the kind of hang of it. Um Also, when you've never done this before. I've always wanted to do this, and he knows I've always wanted to do this. So
Mhm.
he bought me the equipment to be able to do it. And what also was very important why I wanted to do this is because you you want to leave something for your children. So for me, my mother passed in 2017. I can't all I have is pictures. I can't remember the sound, her voice. There's a lot of things how she moved, how she walked. I don't remember that stuff anymore. So I think the videos are very important because when I'm gone, when we're gone, our kids can still see us in action. The grandkids can see it. So I think it's very important. If nobody watches our videos, at least the children will be able to still see us.
Yes.
One of my best friends, her son had died, and he was not a rapper, but he was a singer. He was very talented. And when I went out there, I didn't know that he had a YouTube channel. And I watched it, and he was like, I think 24 when he died. And I was telling my friend, it's so nice that he has this because whenever you get lonely and you want to see him and you want to hear his voice, you have the YouTube channel. And she never thought of that way. So I know that she watches his YouTube channel because then she can be very close to him and still hear his voice. Because
Yes.
that's one thing I miss is I'm still trying to remember my mom's voice and I can't remember it anymore. So that's why it was important for me to do this and just to document life.
Life. Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be better YouTubes than ours. I'm hoping we can do this.
Mhm.
And one thing I have to ask for is forgiveness as we go out, as I edit, because it feels funny talking into a phone and people watching you. So it's like,
Mhm.
do they think I'm crazy or what? And I'm a very shy person. I'm not a quiet person, but I'm a very shy person. So I'm just getting used to trying to talk into the camera when we're out blogging. So I think I'll get better as we go. So
Yeah.
you might hear some music where you're thinking, why aren't they talking? Or a lot of it is when copyrights. There's a lot of issues with copyrights. So a lot of times if you hear music, it's because of the copyright issue. So
So we're learning.
yeah, we're
So
learning.
we hope you enjoy it anyway. So I know we will.
And sometimes you might have just me because he might not be available, but I
Mhm.
say, I'm from half to whole. So this is my other half, and together we're whole.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
okay. Well, thank you for listening to us, and I hope you enjoy our blogs.
And have a great day.